Erin Carlison, and this is another Asking Guys Soccer Questions. But this isn't just your normal video today. I'm here with the Western Province soccer legends. As you can see at the back, they're currently playing. But let's go interview some of them. In like a short. Who you played for, what you do, when you played. Just a short little.
Yeah, you're putting me back now.
What's a bit of your soccer history?
Okay, soccer history. I need to go in the years when I was still at the amateur level, playing for a club called Matroosfontein. And then from there, they came to sign me up for a professional league, which was called Santos, and they changed with sponsorship to Lightbody Santos. And in those years, for the love of the game, we used to get 50 Rand vouchers for a payment every month. Then you go to Lightbody shop, they buy a Lee jeans. It's a Lee jeans that time. You pay 65 Rand, you must add 15 Rand yourself. That was just the contribution we gave that those years and whatever. And that was the only offer, but it was worth the while.
I used to play for Batsu, but that was in 1985 to 19. And in 1985, I played for Cape Town Spurs. I started from there. And then from Spurs, I went to Micha Warriors. And then I came to Santos in 2000. And I played for other first division teams 4 or 5 years after that. And after that, I decided I'm not going to get out of it.
But you're still playing today?
Yeah. We can't seem to get that bug out of ourselves.
I played for Glenville. We were the only team that was unbeaten in the 1972 season. I had a lot of friends that I made. I'm happy with what I have today, with the legends. And I've learned a lot for the guys that I played with and the guys that I played against. And I treasure those moments that I was on the field with them and off the field with them.
Oh, that's so sweet.
And we've become a family.
Oh, that's so sweet. Who am I here with?
You are with Stephen Peter Williams. I played soccer from a junior, which is from 10 years old, and you only have under 12. So you play for the next 2 years. But even as a junior and under 12, I was already drafted into being the captain of the team. And that time it was a case where you play, there is no subs, you don't have substitution. So we rotated the players. So when it's my turn to not play for the week, then I don't play, I can't play. I was still in the board team, that is the Unions team. And at 17, 18, I played for the Western Province Union, I represented our union. And then in 1976, it was my first cap for the interprovincial tournament, and I was in the province team. This was a big thing. It was the only person of our union, Western Province. And that was big, and that eventually just snowballed from there. But I am a very empathetic person, so I always push somebody else in front and see them shine. It makes me feel good. And the year 1982, the leaders of Western Province Union came to me and they said, look, you will have to be the manager of the Super League. And they started a Super League. And this Super League was then, and I had to be in charge. And I said, okay, that is fine. And I selected my team and people that is here that I've picked in that team. And they all got into the Super League team. Seapoint Swifts at the time came from their union to join our Western Province Union. And it was the first time that 5 or 6 of our local players got into the Western Province side. And I was highly instrumental in that. That same year, I was vice captain of the province team and also the coach. So I've done a coach's course with Willie Hunter for 3 years. So I was one of the qualified coaches. I was then elected as the chairperson of Western Province, which I reluctantly said no, give it to that guy. And they said, no, it's your turn. Within my reign, we have got this NPO. We are now registered as an NPO. In my reign, we have Night of the Legends. We had our five-a-side functions and so many other things that has come along.
So can you give us some background of the federation?
Okay, so the Federation League started as an executive committee in 1951 when members from racially classified different organizations, so the Indian, colored and African associations decided that it's better to be together, and it was formed in 1951, and then in 1956 there was a meeting between the Federation Executive and FIFA, who happened to be in South Africa for a meeting, and Federation lobbied FIFA to say that it was unfair for a one race association to be affiliated with FIFA. And there were a couple of meetings that took place, and eventually that led to suspension of South Africa from FIFA until everybody was represented and included. Okay, then in 1961, Federation formed what is called the South African Soccer League. And that league had teams with people of mixed background. Remember, the government of the day didn't want mixed soccer to be played. So the grounds were taken away and the league then closed. And then people who were part of that process in 1969 formed the Federation League, which is the one that I eventually played in, and the people who are gathered here today played in. Originally there were only 5 or 6 teams, and Cape Town Spurs from Cape Town joined at that time. In the Transvaal, the amateur teams selected their best players and formed a representative team called Transvaal United, and in Durban there was Verulam Suburbs and a few other teams as well. Then I joined in 1981. I made my debut for Vereniging Old Boys, and I was very lucky that in my first season we were one of the first teams from the Transvaal to win a cup competition. and we beat Glenville. And some of our colleagues were present here today. Then the Federation League in 1992, the country was changing, and the football associations were called by the negotiating parties, particularly Thabo Mbeki and others, to discuss unification. And Federation then surrendered its whole identity. What then happened was that some of the clubs, like Santos, there was Real Taj, there was Bosmont Chelsea, played in the PSL, Manning Rangers, but then slowly they faded away. And the people that we as a playing community feel that the contribution that the Federation made deserves more recognition. So we then formed the Fed Legends in 2006. And all the former clubs have now, and associations have come together. We'll be celebrating 20 years next year. So we have 3 main objectives. One is to capture the history and make sure that as many of our clubs and players are remembered. So we have a lot of honoring events, functions. We managed to get some of the TV agencies to carry our work, and we're on the verge of launching our website.
I'll better check it out.
Okay, yeah. And then a lot of welfare work. We're not getting as much sponsorships as we would like, but whatever we're able to get, we've been able to support our players in small amounts with funeral support, when somebody passes on.
Okay.
If someone's ill, we help where we can, or we put people in touch with organizations that can assist. And then quite a number of our members are involved in coaching. And then we play social games like you saw today from time to time, just to keep the fellowship together. The things that you put a lot of effort into and energy into in the past, it creates a sense of well-being. So that's what Fed Legends is all about.
Oh, no, that's amazing.
Thank you.